In this video, I'm going to show you how to convert the highest leverage in getting you more customers for your HVAC company, and why others that you mostly do is not the way forward because you have lack of control and you can't scale to get to $1 million per year or even more. So let's look at the screen right now. So here are the four or well, five main things that we're going to run through: referrals, Angie, Google SEO or Google LSA, co-op and vehicle branding. And the last bit is what I love is meta ads and AI. But let's run through, okay? When we're running through, we're going through mostly people rely on referrals. It's cost per lead. The problem with cost per lead for referrals is low, but it's unscalable. You can't control referrals, right? You can do as much as you can, but it's just a bit awkward trying to beg for someone for a referral. So there is no $0 marginal, hard volume ceiling, and the lead quality is definitely high. It's warm and it's pre-trusted, 40 to 60% close or even higher because they've already been referred onto you. Now the control over targeting, none. You get who you get. And the personal branding, of course, is medium, leans on existing reputation, builds no new reach. And the time to first result is slow, month to years to build a referral engine. The reason is it's not predictable. You can't do anything around it. All you can do is just send out email, text to make sure you are there, you are present, and they know that you're doing well and they might refer you on. But you can't solely rely on that. That's why people hit a certain limit and they have to ask a third party or your marketing agency for help on this. But the positioning is definitely high trust, but reactive zero message control on that as well. So the next one, of course, we got Angie / Home Advisors. Cost per lead is definitely poor. This is the last resort. I don't think any home HVAC people do this, but if you do, this is where it's last resort. You $25 to $75 cost per lead, shared HVAC leads. That works out to be 333 per booked appointments, jobs for it. But it's so poor because it's shared amongst other competition. So the lead quality is so weak. It's about 3 to 8 contractors are shared. So the 10 to 20% close rate. And the control over it is just absolutely low. The thing what's funny is with Angie is that you're not winning, the customer's not winning. It's actually the company, Angie, is winning, who's making most of the money on that. There is no personal branding. So if you turn it off, you do it for 10 years, do very well, turn it off, you are back to square one. So your commodity listing Angie owns the homeowners. And the time to first results is months, years to build a referral engine, and the load race to the bottom, price shoppers. You can rely on this. The issue with it is that with the manpower that you have, that you're always on the road, always on the roof, or your as admin is already maxed out, you just can't scale this with the low quality that there is. So income is Google and SEO or as well LSA. Now, Google and SEO is great because it is strong, active, high intent, as was said, because people are searching, but it is very high in cost per lead. It's 115 to 153 cost per lead on average. There's 25 to 100 per booked lead. There is medium keyword geo, but capped by existing demand. There's low to medium SEO help slowly. LSA shows Google badge, not yours, okay? With PPC, it is so expensive, it's getting more and more expensive. If you think about it, there is no way you're going to compete with another HVAC company that is worth over millions and billions of dollars because they will just keep pumping it in. And everybody's trying to get to the first page when it's Google LSA or PPC or anything. You can search how many HVAC company on there. Even if there was 20, 30% and there was like 1,000 doing it, there's only so much can hit on the first page of Google search for that. So it's mixed PPC in days, LSA weeks, SEO is 3 to 6 months, and it's medium to high. The Google guarantee is the badge helps for that if you're looking for the positioning. So it is great, don't get me wrong. But is it scalable and is it reliable? I would say no, because it's getting more and more expensive. So the last but not least, this is actually it's free technically because it's already branded on your vehicle, but the cost per lead is unmeasurable. There's no per lead tracking, pure brand spend. How can you track people seeing your thing? Do you track it? Most HVAC companies don't really track it. So it's weak awareness, there's not intent. The keyword geo but capped by existing demand is low geographic only. It's just where the vehicle's driving, which is usually based in the area that you want, so it's great. But the personal branding is medium, it's local visibility, but try to manufacture the brand. So the thing is, you're a walking billboard for it, but let's be honest, how often are people are going to reach out just for seeing the vehicle? Not a lot, I'll be very honest. They'll do their research, they'll probably drive by, but it's just a interruption pattern that they know you're there. And it's very slow. The awareness compounds over months. You have to understand, people who's driving or people who's walking and see it, it takes a lot of action for them to go to your website, go and search for you. That's the problem. So the medium to presence and legitimacy, there's no conversion. You just can't control it. And that's the lack of it. There is no control of knowing. There's no metrics of knowing does this work or not. But it is free, so why not? So the last but not least is my favorite one that I do in my service, is actually the meta ads / AI. The reason why it's great is best for scaling. Everybody uses AI, okay? You say, hey, I use AI and I use meta ads, and meta ads sucks. Meta ads, okay, is just the vehicle. If you had a bad experience in the vehicle on there getting to point A to B, it's not because of the vehicle. It's the person who's driving who's given you the bad experience. Why do you think there's so many market agencies or people try the meta ads and fail and others succeed? Because it's down to the person and the knowledge and skills, what they do to implement it. Though it is trackable, what's great, you can track the conversion and do retargeting. And also it has a very strong delivered AI agent that qualifies every opt-in lead in seconds, okay? What it means by that is that one, you got the AI agents pre-qualifying them as well on the back end. Number two, you got AI already in the Facebook ads with the Andromeda. I'm not sure you heard of the Andromeda, but Andromeda is AI powered now. It's, instead of relying on the targeting you use, it relies on how you create your ad. So it's doing so well that brings up more leads and the quality higher as well. And what's best of all, because you are not special ad category in a housing market or anything, you can target up to 1 kilometer or 1 mile radius of homeowners, age, income, interest, lookalike, retargeting as well. And what's best? Your face, your video, your offer builds local brand and trust. Where if you look at the others, on here, you look at referral, Angie, Google, co-op and vehicle, there is no video branding. That's the issue. We are living in a video world area. That video is far more important than image ad, okay? Because with AI, people don't know who to trust now. So video ad, it builds a local branding because that's what it is. With HVAC, it's a people to people kind of selling. So the best for campaign live in days, AI calls the leads as well, the time first result. So you'll get your first lead or first book appointments probably within 7 days, okay? And you got a strong control on it. You can control the offer, the AI response, the signal, the serious operator as well, okay? So think about this, okay, on there. Referrals, Andy, and all that. Look at the control. That's all you need to remember, okay? Business is all about control. If you can't control the business from point A to point C where the money goes in your pocket and there's leakage in between, you can't control it, it is not a well-oiled system to scale it, That's really, really important on there. You can't scale and control referrals for them to come in. You can't scale for the poor quality shared by among competitors. You can't scale Google when it's so expensive and there's no videos, and you can't control in the local base of building a branding. You can't control the vehicle branding as well. There's no metrics around that. So that's why the meta ads and AI has more control from the leads come in to how we pre-qualify them to go to the booked appointment. And the very last but least, really, how much we can control on that is your sales and converting. So now you looked at that, you're thinking, okay, well, this is great, but how does it really work then if you're saying Facebook is the one? So we do the geo-targeting, okay? We can target up to 1 mile radius or 1 kilometer in the area you want as well, and exclude areas as well. And once we exclude it, we can then split test with AI videos, image, and your cell, multiple avenue, okay? You could say, hey, I don't feel like AI videos might work or anything. You don't know. You could say based on your opinion, but statistically saying, okay, AI image, AI video has a higher conversion than a real person as well. Okay, we split tested amongst hundreds and hundreds on there, but that's why you're split testing amongst you as well. So we will have a real video of you where we give you the script, all the scripts done for you, and we'll have an image of you as well, and we'll have an AI video and an AI image, and we split test amongst that and see which one does the best in the end of the day. Okay. So once that is done, to have the highest leverage conversion where people will decide which one they like and the traffic goes through, we then go through a form filtering where they have to enter a verification code. Meaning the reason why we want a verification code is because one, you can call them and that is the number, that is not a dud number in the end of the day. Even so, it's really funny how people put the wrong number and want to get like the repair installments or replacements of the AC sorted. And once that is done, we always ask question on the form. We don't ask too many questions. If you notice, if you ask too many questions, you don't get any lead. That is why we ask about 2 to 3 questions. So what do you need help with? Okay, repair, replacement, maintenance, not sure yet, done. How soon are you looking to get this done? Emergency, within weeks, this month, just get prices. And then they put the name, email, number, and go from there. These are the 3 fundamental questions that we ask, okay? And once that is done, it goes through our high converting booked appointment calendar on there. We never drive it to your website. The reason why your website has the buttons. Imagine, that's why if you go to for example, I don't know, IKEA, for example, there's a difference between IKEA to another supermarket. If you go to a supermarket and you've got a free roaming everywhere and you're like, oh my gosh, there's so many stuff, I don't know where. You get confused, you don't know where everything, you ask this certain person, they don't know, and you walk out. But if you go to IKEA, it's all, you just follow the path. And once you follow the path, you just never get lost. You just follow that path. That is comparing on a website to a landing page. Our landing page has no other button but to book an appointment. And why it's high converting is because one, they need to like, trust, and know you, right? If they don't like, trust, and know you, why would they convert and book an appointment with you? So we give them an option, is phone consultation or in-home appointment on there. We also put all your reviews. We also want you to do a video on there to introduce yourself because they need to know you. And also they tell you if they do wait, what is the implication of waiting if they don't get it done as well. Okay, so this is what we do, because the reason for that, why people do not convert as best they want, and they said, oh, these qualities crap, they don't answer the call, or they never show up or anything. It's because when they book or fill out the appointment to the place of you calling or the place with the booked appointment, they have no gap of being educated. We are living in a world that you must be educated to know, to make an informed decision if this company is the one for you. Why do you think people go and see YouTubers? Why do you think people look up for influencers on TikTok, Instagram, on Facebook? They binge their work and they say, hey, this person is making sense, so I'm going to book a time with them. So that's what we do, because when filter, okay, and fill the form, they instantly go on this, because in a split second they will know, trust, and like you. Because if you send them if you finish the form and you send them to a garbage website that's not properly optimized, or you don't even send them anywhere, they are confused. They might think, well, I don't even know this person's good. I'm going to search for other competitors, see how that goes. So that's what is the gap. And then we do, of course, do email and text to send them and educate them in that specific area that they stated. If they're looking for a repair, we educate them on repair. If they're looking for a replacement, we educate them on replacement. So when you do give them a call or turn up to their appointment, they already sold to what you're going to sell them. Okay? But in between, as you probably understand, this is a gap, because 50 to 60% drop-off rate when they don't book an appointment. You know that, because they go and book straight an appointment. They just fill out the form. So what happened is our AI assistant caller calls them within 60 seconds, which they are fully aware. They will definitely know. They will then, the AI assistant will then pre-qualify them to answer all the other bits as well. So this is the bit that you can't, all bits like, are you a homeowner? How have you had this problem for? If you have any competition, any other contractors came over to your house, you can't put it on here, because if you put it on there, it gets too much. They don't fill out the form. So you do a 50%, well, 30% part on the form, and then 70% part on the AI assistant that asks all the questions needed to qualify them, make sure they're a serious person, and then they book them in back on here to an in-person or phone consultation. And that's how we have so much control with the high leveraging in getting you to $1 million in 1 year. Okay? So if you're having questions, you can always comment below. If you really like what you see and you just want to know more, I have the link below, book an appointment, and we'll speak then. Take care.